I'll give all that I have without ever looking back.
I don't know exactly
I'll
what
follow
year, but
you.
back in the middle 90s, I mapped out a square mile in which Richmond Highlands Baptist was in the middle of it, from 205th on the north to 185th on the south, and then from Greenwood, which is the end of the 98133 zip code, to Meridian, almost exactly a square mile.
Okay.
Which is roughly the size of one of our neighborhoods, although this includes parts of 2 neighborhoods. And about a mile each way, and I would walk it several times, and sometimes I'd take the Psalms of the Ascents of degrees, you know, when they were going up to Jerusalem, and then praying and different things. That was my circle, and from the house, which I'm outside the circle, it'd be about a 5-mile walk for me, which I did the other day. You're kind of going an extra step with the Lord. You're literally walking with the Lord.
Yes.
And because when you're in your regular place and you're reading your Bible, you're at home, the telephone and the TV and all of that, those are distractions. Here you're outside and you have one focus, and there is less distraction, even though you're around people in cars and those things you see, but you're there for that one purpose. And you drive by these people all the time, but you're going too fast to really see, and when you get into shoe leather, you see more.
Yeah.
And you recognize the little businesses where the daycares are. A person, something outside in the house tells you there may be some problems, or where kids are from the playthings outside, and you just see more and you think about more, and it gives you a lot more to pray about too. And you see how many people live here. This 1 square mile, and when I mapped it out, I counted the dwelling places, including apartments, and there was about 2,000.
Wow. 2,000
family units, not counting businesses.
Yeah.
That are within this square mile. That's just one little square mile, and Shoreline has about 12 or 13 square miles.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I believe in saturation prayer, I'd call it. You just keep on, or it's a sowing a seed. You keep on, and God doesn't guarantee you when the fruit will come. And one of my visions was to have more of a community church. And so that was part of my prayer. And that's why I start right here in the center, our Jerusalem, so to speak.
Yeah.
Keep on praying here. We didn't see a lot of results of that right away, but one thing that thrilled me after the merging of the churches was how many were coming in from that area to this church, and to your delight too.
Yeah, exactly. How many years did you pray on this property, around this area, for what it is you're just beginning to see the fruit of now? How many years? Well,
I said about the mid-90s, but I would say at least 10 years.
Yeah.
At least, which brought us up to 2006 when we merged.
Yeah.
And you need a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And God showed me to enjoy the process as well as the product, because He's doing something in the life of the person praying to get us ready for the result. And one of the things He does is He humbles us, that we realize where it's coming from. That I didn't just flip a switch and do an instant prayer. I did my thing and God did His thing. But
right.
But we are so dependent, and God calls us to faithfulness.
I want to thank you, Pastor Steve, for all the time that you did this behind-the-scenes prayer. When no one else was watching, you just responded to the Lord, and you kept believing and kept attaching your faith to the word that you knew is true over this church and over this community. Because I know, as sure as I'm sitting here, that the fruit that we're seeing in these days is a result of you and so many others that prayed into this ground, prayed into this city.
You just respond to God, and so, my idea to anybody else is to say, whatever God puts you in that circle, whatever it is, keep it up and do it, and listen to God, and He directs you and keeps you with it, and things will happen in His time.
Yeah.